What's up, you guys? It's Vallivon the Perfume Don back at you with a very exciting video. So I have sat with this fragrance for over a week, and I wanted to make sure that I took my time and developed some really in-depth review of this fragrance. I really want to give you guys the spiel, the tea, how I truly feel about this fragrance after wearing it for a week. I tried it so many different ways, without a lotion, with a lotion, layered, all these different ways. I really wanted to make sure I truly understood how long it wears, the performance, the projection, what are the true notes that I smell on my skin, because of course for everyone it's going to be different. You're going to smell something different than myself, and that's based on our palette, our experiences, other fragrances that we've had a chance to experience, and then also our body chemistry. So with all that being said, I'm ready to give you my full review of this fragrance. And I know a lot of you have now had the opportunity to smell it, so please let me know, do you agree, do you disagree? And let's get into it, okay? This is described as a chypre floral fragrance. Usually when I hear that, before smelling this, I would think automatically like a Chanel No. 5 or something that came out in the 80s, the original Dior Poison, something that's very strong, potent, and usually for a more mature crowd. I did wear this for a week, and I can let you know right here, right now, what I'm smelling. Since it's like, I can already smell it like in the box, like when you open this box, when you receive it. Okay, so it's gonna be like a lot of overlap for my first impression, but just to get into, I love the packaging, and even a week later, obviously it's not a year or something, but it's holding up nicely. I still love the vivid blue color. I think it looks beautiful on my vanity and my room. It looks very luxurious, and a lot of people were saying it's expensive, but this is a designer house. I feel like the price range is very comparable to like a Prada and that sort of thing. And then I still love how this looks, so I don't regret purchasing it from that perspective at all. It literally, it sprays so nicely. It disperses so nicely. It literally makes like a little cloud to where it's able to cover more skin, I feel like, and evenly cover more skin. I can't stand it when you have a fragrance and it literally shoots out in a stream. Gross. So I love that about it. The brown is growing on me. Brown is actually the color I cannot stand. When you see it in person, it is actually very beautiful. Okay, the packaging, we love her. Toss her to the side. Now onto the actual fragrance. When I first spray this fragrance, I get just a hint of tangerine, like the smallest amount of tangerine. And then it quickly disappears, and then you get that hearty, ripe, tart blueberry note. It's very juicy, it's very succulent. It's like a dripping blueberry note. Right after maybe 10 seconds or so, I get the blueberry, and then enters the rose into the conversation. Rose and geranium and blueberry is what I get for most of the wear of this fragrance. I don't get tons of magnolia. It's a white floral, so that would really lighten and freshen up the scent. Maybe a little bit, because it isn't the deepest, darkest scent. Probably not as dark and not as deep and sultry as you would think with a bottle that looks like this. And that's why I feel like it's very versatile, but there's definitely a lot of rose and geranium in there. Not much magnolia. Also, if you saw the tangerine and you were thinking that's going to be a citrus fragrance, I wouldn't describe this as a citrus fragrance at all. It's definitely fruity only by the sense of the blueberry, which kind of takes the background to the rose. This is like a heavily dominated geranium rose scent, and then you get some blueberry. A lot of people say this is a very musky scent. I would say so. To me, it gives more amber. Like, I'm really shocked that there's no amber in this fragrance, and maybe not just because of how it looks, but because of the fact that it smells deep and mineral and medicinal and menthol. The geranium note in there can make fragrances smell menthol and medicinal. I haven't seen anyone say this at all, but I get the strongest amount of like a menthol medicinal, and that's like literally 5 seconds after I spray it. And I'm assuming that it is from the geranium in there, but I just wanted to inform you guys because I haven't seen anyone saying that. I don't know, I kind of feel like when people were talking about the Thank You Next fragrance and the pickle note, like some people smell it, some people don't, but it's definitely there for me. There isn't tons of patchouli, so if you wanted like a super spicy scent, this is not a super spicy scent. It just adds some like depth to it that makes it so appropriate for fall, winter. Like, I can't wait to see the notes that I smell in the fall, winter, because in the fall, winter, when it's colder, you smell different notes than in the spring, summer. I actually feel like I'm going to get more of the tangerine, more of the blueberry and maybe more of the magnolia in the fall winter. Yeah, this is super sexy. I feel like this is appropriate. I wore it to work. I feel like even though it's a very sexy fragrance, it doesn't have the most projection to where you're going to be knocking people out. So I feel like it's appropriate for work, definitely sexy enough for a date night. And then also because of the fact that it sits very close to the skin and leaves a trail, then it's great for date night as well. This is the perfect date night scent. When you're going out in the evening, a cocktail bar, you're going to a show, like this is very, very nice to like hop in the car and you're just gonna smell like the most rich, elegant woman, seriously. I feel like on me, when you first spray it, you get like a blast of it, which makes you believe that it's going to be a strong scent, and it's not. Again, you're just gonna leave a trail when you're walking. And that's gonna be like for the first 3 hours. After that, it's gonna be a skin scent on me. Like literally, it was a skin scent for maybe 4 to 6 hours, depending on what kind of body care I utilized. But it's not the strongest scent. So if you don't like super strong knock 'em dead scents, this is a great one for you. Also, if you like more scents that leave like a sexy trail, this is more for you. This is not a huge powerhouse fragrance. I feel like there's something about this fragrance that keeps drawing you in. My initial thought when I smelled this fragrance, when I first impression, when I smelled that blueberry and rose, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I really love it. And then I wore it the next day and I was like, I don't like it because of that medicinal menthol note. And then something about it just kept making me want to wear it again. I was like, where's that fragrance? I was like looking for it. I was like, where's that fragrance? Where's that fragrance? Really like it. Do not regret purchasing it. I feel like it's so unique. I don't have anything, and I have so many fragrances in my collection. A lot. I don't have anything that's like this. Something that is close to this scent, and you've probably already seen if you've been researching, The Secret Obsession by Calvin Klein. I feel like if you like that, then you would like this one. This is more floral with the blueberry. This is definitely more woody, deep, spicy. But I feel like they have like kind of in the same family. So if you like this one, then you would like that one. Also thinking about like her other fragrances, of course, Rihanna, these were more like celebrity scents, so they're different. Rihanna's Kiss is another one Kiss by Rihanna is another one I have. This one is like a fresh floral lotus flower, very watery floral kind of a scent. I love it a lot, but it's nothing like this Fenty perfume. Also Nude by Rihanna. This is like a fun coconut, creamy, melty, I feel like sandalwood, vanilla kind of a scent to me. Maybe a little bit fruity, but it is so soft and literally just like your skin scent, but better with some coconut. That kind of a scent is definitely not like this one at all. The only thing that it has a similarity is the kind of keeps drawing you in. You keep wanting to wear it and apply it more and more and more. They don't smell like at all. The only one of the fragrances that I feel like maybe could compare at all, but they don't smell like, happens to be Rebel Fleur. And that's just because this is so sexy and this is so like almost like a little bit edgy. This is like the same girl. It's just like she's grown up and now she has money. She has a bag. But they have like the patchouli note in there. This one also has a rose note in there. So they kind of have like in the same family. I feel like if you really like this one, then you would like this one, perhaps. But that's the only one of her fragrances that I could see any similarities at all. But all in all, I do like this fragrance. I don't regret purchasing it. I'm trying to get as many people to smell it as possible. I love hearing people's perspective on it because everyone smells something different. And I just literally can't wait to see what she comes up with next. So those are my thoughts. Please let me know what do you think about this fragrance. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? And I will catch you guys next video.